Enough of them a backbiter. One for your sing, one for your down. It's all about forward movement. Seen?
Liquid means rewind, the gunshot means forward.
So I'm here with super singer David Boomah.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. You were born in Birmingham, right?
That's right, yeah.
Because I thought you were born in Jamaica, but you actually then... So you were born in Birmingham, and then you went to Jamaica.
That's right.
How long did you live there for?
10 years.
Okay. You don't have much of an accent.
I can transform into a Jamaican as and when required.
When he's singing. It's cool, because when you sing, you bring that Jamaican twang to it.
That's right.
So what was it like living out there, like musically?
Musically.
How was it? How did it inspire you?
It was amazing living in Jamaica because I grew up in Jamaica in the 80s, for the whole of the 80s. I came back to England in 1990. So I had all of the artists, I was tuned into all of the artists that were kind of coming out of Jamaica in the 80s, and there were some really, really great artists like, Barrington Levy, and Eddie Fitzroy and Leroy Smart, and these old school Jamaican artists, Admiral Bailey, Lieutenant Stitchie, that really influenced my style and what I bring to music. So it was good growing up there, feeling that, soaking it all up.
And when you came back, did you have your heart kind of set on music and that's what you wanted to do? I'm
not sure. I knew that I wanted to do music, but I didn't really know if I could. I didn't know if there was going to be any opportunities for me. And after getting back to the UK, literally within about a month of being here, I was offered to do a show, a really big reggae show, which was like quite cool. At that time they had a British Reggae Awards, used to happen every year, and I met the guy that used to run the whole event, and he asked me to come and be the opening act on the show. So I did a really big show within my first month of being here, which kind of made me feel like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about developing at that kind of crucial age in your life, this brings me on to your youth work that you do, which is obviously a huge part of your life. Could you tell me a little bit more about that and what you do?
Yeah, oh God, youth work, such an important job, such an important role that people overlook a lot, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I got into youth work about 2 years after getting here. I didn't know what youth work was until I came to England, and I got into it through a friend who was a youth worker at the time, and she needed someone to help some girls with their singing, and she knew that I was singing, and she said, could I come down at the youth club and help these girls? So I was like, all right, I'll pop down and do that. And I did it for about 3 weeks and really enjoyed seeing the girls develop in their, get their singing, get more confidence in their singing. And I thought, this is really cool, I'd like to do more of this. So when the project was over, I said, can I just stay and volunteer and do it? And the woman that was running the youth club said, yeah, you got on well with the kids and you seem to have a good rapport. And so I ended up volunteering as a youth worker for 3 years. And then I got a qualification in youth work, and I went on to do a number of roles in youth work. I've worked for about 6-7 boroughs in London, outside of London. I worked for the youth offending team as an operations manager, working with children that get involved in crime. Currently I'm teaching in a pupil referral unit, teaching children, and I'm also running a charity with Lady MC.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about as well. What's that called again?
That's called London Urban Arts Academy.
Yeah, and is that very much kind of music focused?
Kind of. It's arts and media focused. So it's not just about music, it's about any art form. So we're talking about visual art like graffiti or t-shirt printing, but it could also be music production or DJing or singing, but it could also be drama. Yeah. It's all about expressing yourself. All the arts under one roof. And we kind of take the service to estates where children could not normally afford that kind of an activity, and we try to get funding in so that it's covered, that the children don't have to pay for anything, their parents don't have to pay for anything, but they actually still get to do the activity. So,
One world, many cultures. I was listening to it recently, and it's really, really eclectic. There's so many different styles in there. Was that very much your kind of aim when you were writing?
Yeah, that was 100% intentional. It was I've always wanted to create an album that covers genres, crosses genres, you know, completely mixes it up. And I know when I used to say this a long time ago, people used to kind of say, don't know if that will work, and I don't know if people will be into you. If you're an artist, you've got to be a reggae artist, or you've got to be a hip hop artist, or you've got to be a drum and bass artist. And I was like, but I don't want to be just I want to be an artist that does music that is good, and it really shouldn't matter what the genre is.
Definitely not, yeah.
And so when I approached V Recordings with the idea of doing this album, V Recordings is known as a drum and bass label. They don't really release other genres. So approaching them and saying, I want to do an album, will you put it out? And them saying yes already was a big achievement for me, just for them to say, yeah, we agreed to do this. And we worked on it for 3 years. And
3 years? Whoa.
Yeah, it took 3 years from start to end to get it completed, and I'm really proud of it, because it is that mixture, but you can play it without having, and it doesn't sound weird.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean, you can just play the album and it sounds alright.
It's really good. And there's loads of collaborations on there as well, which is really nice. And that's kind of people adding their own little ingredient to the kind of eclectic mix as well, which I really like. And also, it seems that your youth work kind of inspires you quite a bit with your lyrics, like with the tune that you did with Shy FX called On the Run. Go on, give me some lyrics from that.
You always itch up on the corner, you're always smoking marijuana, but don't you think life could be better? You need to check the bigger picture.
So you've been on tour as well?
Oh yeah, how could I forget that? I'm kind of in a little rest period of my tour at the moment. I've just got back from New York, Guatemala, Los Angeles, Buffalo, Zurich, Brazil, and I'm having a little bit of a break, and then I'm off to India next month.
That is a really nice sounding tour there.
It's not been bad.
Get to travel the world and sing. That's incredible.
And people pay you and say it was nice. It's good, isn't it? You can't really argue with that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much for coming to talk to Bass Music Movement.
Thank you.
David Boomah.
Thank you.
Yay!
Cool. Done.